Hey guys, it's Lex here at LexReads, and today I'm making a very exciting video. Here are 10 books/book series that I want to read in 2019. Alright, without further ado, let's just get on into it. I purchased this book at Comic-Con last year. If you want to watch the video that I hauled this in, I'll have it linked on down below. This is called The Waking Land. It's by Callie Bates. And I'm really excited about this book. This book follows a character, Lady Alana, who was raised essentially like a daughter by a king of this kingdom. She is devout and so, loyal to him. He dies under some mysterious circumstances. And Alana, she's accused of his murder. So she has to return to her homelands and deal with her father, who was branded as a traitor so long ago, and she has to deal with these magic powers that are suddenly stirring within her. And essentially this is her coming to terms with her own strength. She has to lead a rebellion against the kingdom that she once thought of as home. It sounds really gripping, really interesting. I think it's a standalone, but at this point I say that about lots of books and I end up reading 7 books, so Next up, we have a book that I actually have started already. This is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. Ooh, that's a fun name. And this is the first book in a trilogy. It sounds really interesting. It's been really interesting so far. I've only read the first chapter and a half. I want to read the little blurb thing on the back. It says, "The gate will fall. You will know this time by the rise of 2 human queens, one of blood and one of light. 2 queens will rise. They will carry the power of the 7. They will carry your fate in their hands." So this book follows 2 women protagonists who lived a very long time apart. So this follows Riel, who in trying to save her best friend reveals that she can perform all 7 types of elemental magic, which is something that only 2 prophesized queens should be able to do. One is the Queen of Light and one is the Queen of Blood. Because of this, she is sentenced to doing these trials to prove whether or not she has the power to do all 7. So if she survives that, she's a queen. If not, she's dead. About 1,000 years later, we have Eliana, sorry, I forgot her name, who is a bounty hunter. She has embraced violence to keep her and her family alive. Her mother vanishes. She has to join up with a rebel group to help and find her. And this is the story of these 2 women. And like I said, I'm only about a chapter and a half in. It has deckled edges, which I absolutely hate, but I'm excited to read this. If I love it, I'm excited to pick up the next 2 books in the trilogy. This next one is a placeholder because I have already finished Ever the Hunted. I read it in November of 2018. I enjoyed it. I want to pick up the sequel, Ever the Brave. This is a trilogy, I do believe. But the first book was really fun. It follows Britta Flannery, who is at ease in the wood. Her father dies. She, her childhood best friend / the love of her life is accused of having done it. It's her going on this quest to clear his name. It's really fun. I breezed through this book. I thought this was a standalone. And so now I gotta pick up the second one because I liked the first one. This next book is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. I've been hearing all kinds of awesome stuff about this and I cannot wait to read it. He and his best friend, whom he's obsessed with, his name is Monty, Lord Henry Monty Montague. He and his best friend / secret crush Percy are supposed to be going on this grand tour and they get into all kinds of shenanigans. Says that it turns into a harrowing manhunt across 18th century Europe. I am so excited. I'm pretty sure so I know that this one, obviously he's queer. I'm not sure if he's bi or if he's gay. I really like reading books with queer protagonists as a queer woman myself. Ooh, not everyone likes queer. As an LGBTQ+ woman myself, I like reading about LGBTQ+ characters. Can't wait to dive into this one. Next up, I want to reread Scott Westerfeld's Uglies, Pretties, and Specials. This past year, 2018, as soon as Imposters came out, I scooped it up. Imposters is a companion series that takes place after this one. In preparation for the sequel to Imposters coming out, I want to reread all 3 of these and also Imposters, so I'm ready for that. This one I probably won't scoop up until summertime because the sequel comes out in September, I believe. But either way, it's a series that I need to get to in 2019. Alright y'all, this next book is actually an arc that I just never read, and I feel really bad about it because I've heard amazing things about the story. This is Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett. This is like some intense, legit sci-fi crap going on. It's about Santiagrado. She's a thief, one of the best thieves. She has unique abilities. She's been sent to steal an artifact that has crazy power. Super sci-fi, super adventure. I heard that it's a really fast-paced, interesting read. I cannot wait to dive into it. I'm so sorry, Robert. I met him. He even signed my book. I have a signed arc that I didn't read because I'm awful. I'm going to remedy that in 2019, I promise. Alrighty. Next up, I'm really interested in reading the entire Lockwood & Co. series. This was recommended to me because I love Harry Potter by a Barnes & Noble associate. This is the first book in the series, The Screaming Staircase. I also already own The Whispering Skull, which is the second book in the 5-part series. This book follows 3 associates. They work together. They're technically colleagues, but they're kids. And it takes place in this fantasy mirror Europe where in the UK there has been this outbreak of ghosts, like apparitions and stuff, like everywhere really violently, and only young people and children have the psychic abilities to see the ghosts, and therefore they are the only ones with the ability to get rid of them. So like I said, we follow 3 associates, Lucy, Anthony, and George, in their crazy, wacky ghost hunting adventures. Can't wait to dive in. This book is going to represent the fact that I want to get some more poetry read this next upcoming year. This is I Find You in the Darkness. They are poems about love, loss, and healing from Alpha. I'm already about a quarter of the way through. I've been really loving it. I also have been wanting to get into some, like I said with poetry, some like varying literature. This is Are You My Mother by Alison Bechdel. It is a graphic novel about her and her relationship with her mother. And finally, the book that I need to get through in 2019 is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This book is low-key the bane of my existence. It is my least favorite of the Harry Potter novels, which is saying something because I'm absolutely obsessed with Harry Potter, but this book has always been very difficult for me to get through. From the first time I read it, I've tried to reread it a few times. I've never gotten completely all the way through. But in 2018, I vowed to read all of the Harry Potter books in order, start to finish, and as soon as I finished the 4th book, I stopped because I was so not looking forward to reading this stupid book. I'm actually going to do a video, or probably a couple videos, a series of videos that is like a reading vlog type style read through with me in the Order of the Phoenix, because I think it might be entertaining and it'll give me a reason to keep going. Yeah, so be looking out for that. As soon as I finish this, I'm sure I'll breeze through 6 and 7 because 6 and 7 are my first and second favorite books in the series. I just have to get through this one first. Alright guys, so there you have it, all of the 10 books/series that I really genuinely have to get through in 2019. I'm really excited for this upcoming reading year. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. Thank you for watching. Be sure to go down, subscribe, like, leave a comment. Let me know if you also plan on reading any of these books or if you've already read these books and you love them. I love chatting with you guys, so please do not be afraid to talk to me. And I will see you guys very soon with another video. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye!